Alright, so I'm going to start with 4 posts in each corner. About, I don't know, 8 feet or so on the outside of this bed. These, I believe, are 8-foot T-posts. So let's see how these work. Alright, so we got 100 feet here. And to start, I'm going to set these posts at 25-foot increments. So, since we're going to be putting fish line up around these things, it's not really going to hold a lot of weight or pressure. So I think we're going to start with 5 posts on each side, 25 feet spacing. See how that goes first. If the fish line fails, then we're going to have to go to actual deer netting, which is like a plastic net. And then we'll probably go, every 12 feet with those posts. So that'll just be one more post in between. So we're gonna try this approach first and see how this works.
So bigger.
Thank you.
Look, it's probably green.
That's a big leaf.
Yes, I bought it to you. I got more bigger. My boat, mommy.
Last one. Guess who just beat the rain?
You want me to do something to make you feel better?
Yes.
Are you not feeling good? I'll give you a hug.
No.
Ich kuschel dich.
No, the cows feel better.
Oh, okay. Which couch do you like better? Aber nee, du musst leise sein, sonst hören sie uns die Rehe.
to go on it.
Yeah, be careful with that. Today we're setting up the watering system.
I go on it.
There he is, the farmer of the hour of the day. Oops. CJ's in a mood today.
A good mood.
A good mood? Some kind of mood.
Hold it down. Of the boots. I broke it.
Looking good over here.
You broke it with the boots?
Yeah. That's my habit.
That's a bad habit.
That's okay. And we ate tomatoes.
Yeah. Mommy and Dad ate tomato.
Welche, gelbe oder rote?
And he ate water.
Okay, red tomatoes.
And I ate a yellow tomato.
Mmm.
So yes, you know it. What do you see?
So what did we, what did it make much progress?
So let's see what CJ did. He's working on the walkways with the bark chips we got from, I think, across the street. So yeah, you...
I mean, it's just gonna take a lot of time. I don't, know of a super good way. I don't want to take the fence down.
Yeah, this is handwork.
Yes.
CJ doesn't like handwork.
I do
He likes
not.
tractor work.
Yeah, well, I
machine
don't
work.
mind handwork, quick handwork, but this is very labor intensive.
We'll take the two sides. Can you walk?
Muss nicht perfekt sein, ne? This is how you plant tulips. I see like a million things. So today we're gonna plant this bed. And I need to fix the middle line irrigation. Maybe.
Hello. Oh. I really like the bulldozer and the selfie.
You like it?
Yeah.
What do you got there?
A worm. A worm.
Nice.
Yeah, I found it from this pipe. And I picked it up.
Got the trampoline set up here.
Yeah.
Yep, about to break. There you go. At least you got a fence though.
I'm not sure that'll hold you.
Yeah.
Like this one is bad. Can you record? Okay, this one is still good, so we're not gonna cut this one, okay? This one is still good. Okay, don't cut this one. That one is good. I'm so excited!
Woohoo!
It's driving. It's driving.
Eleanor's driving the tractor. She's tilling.
She's gonna drive away.
How are we doing? You having fun?
And I'm going well. Okay, now go to your hotel and go with the...
And I'm gonna put the baby in the strolley right here.
No, that's it.
The calm before the storm. Before I go outside and work on this deer fence.
I'm super excited about it. I'm especially excited about removing that division right now that's between the hoop house and the garden. I think it's gonna make a big impact, like how it looks and how clean it is, and just creating kind of more areas to either plant or just walk around or put a bench and a table there or something like that, or even store, I don't know, something, you know, like just to sit down or park the UTV. I don't know yet, but I think that's gonna make it real cool.
Does anybody else just argue with your wife all the time?
I'm sure you're not the only one.
All right. So today is the day where we are going to upgrade this deer fence here. This is the second growing season, technically, for us here on the farm. We have done a lot of experimentation, and we got this deer fence up initially last year to basically get something up that was cheap and gave us an idea of where we even wanted a fence. What we did here is we used this fish line here to basically deter the deer from going into the garden here. And it actually worked pretty well for a while until the baby deer figured out how to get in there, and then it was just kind of downhill from there. I think everybody was pretty much just going in and out. Some of the lines broke, and so they would get in, and anyways, I think it works to a varying degree. If we wanted to improve this, we would just basically put more of this fish line up, but it's just not the thing that you want to use long term. What's nice about it is that it's clear, and so you can't actually see it, which is cool. Once we put the deer fence up, it's basically gonna, you'll be able to see it, and it is what it is. So this was our gate area, and so here's kind of where the tractor would come in to do various things in here. But I did end up taking down this line of T-posts because we had to break down what was here and kind of re-strategize for this fence scenario. So here's kind of version 1 where I tied it all, and it went all the way around. Oh, look at that. Good as new. So I was thinking I was going to be a little bit clever here and did like a version 2 of this fence where I basically got these little fish hooks here so that in certain places, once the line started coming down in breaking, I needed access to this area, for example, I cut the lines, and then I basically used these fish hooks here. I cut the ends off of them and used them basically just so that, I could undo this and, relatively easily here take down the fence and then reattach it when I was done. But it's hokey, and it just doesn't work. Not gonna lie. So it was an experiment. Like I said, it did work to a certain extent, but we're gonna fix it today. morning, little babies. All right, so here we go, getting started with this deer fence. I got some zip ties here, some safety wire, and I have 8 rolls of this deer fence here that is 7.5 feet by 100 feet. I have 800 feet total, so I hope I have enough of that. And then we have a bunch of these 10-foot T-posts. First things first here, I have to take down all the old fish line here and put it into this bag because it's just a bunch of trash. So I'm gonna do that real quick. I do have to put up basically a lot of extra T-posts today. These T-posts are about 18 to 20 feet apart. In some places it's like 22 feet. So basically I'm gonna put up a T-post in the middle of each of these guys, because basically the T-posts are supposed to be 10 to 14 feet apart, but it's really windy around here, and so, you know, I don't want this fence blowing over, and this deer fence is gonna catch a lot of wind. So I'm going to put up an extra T-post in the middle of each one of these all the way around, which is gonna be just a lot of T-posts. All right, so I mean, we got a little bit of a conundrum here. And, you know, when you're moving quickly and you have, you know, a lot of decisions being made, one thing that I didn't consider here is that basically there's 2 fences here. There's this fence, and then there's this fence over here that goes behind this big tree. So what we have here is a fence line here, and then a fence that runs along this tree here. So this whole area right here is just like kind of no man's land, which makes it difficult to get behind the greenhouse here. We have to like squeeze in between it, and it's just kind of a sad scenario. I just went through and put all these posts in, which is really annoying because now I have talked it through with Emily and we're changing this plan here. So what we have here is this fence line comes here, and what it needs to do is connect up with this fence line. This is a like a 5.5 foot, or probably a 4.5 foot fence. So kind of a bummer because this is a little bit, you know, changing the plans up here. Yeah, so change of plans. We're gonna basically continue this fence line here, connect up with this, and we're gonna do the same in the front. Take that fence line that's in the front and connect it all the way to this fence line here. So change of plans, but thus is life. You can't be afraid to change those plans up, all right? You just gotta change them, move on. so after yesterday's debacle, putting in all these posts, I did make some progress. Well, I took them all out with the excavator, and I got these posts put in basically down this fence line. So that's cool. I need to finish and put these guys in right here. I took out the fence posts that were right here, because we don't need those anymore. And all this space is just, it's so much nicer now to have this space kind of opened up and not so, you know, packed in tight with different fence lines and all this other stuff. I'm excited about this. This is a major upgrade here. Okay, so now I need to put in the, you know, more fence posts up in this line here. And then I gotta put the fence posts up in this front line here. So I have quite a few posts to drive into the ground still here, but the sun is warming up the ground so it won't be so frozen. And well, basically after I get these fence posts put in, I'll be able to start stringing up that deer fence and protect our tulips. Too loud, Eleanor? Oh, banging around, the banging noise? What I would like to talk to you about once we get over there is we have this fence line going here, which is fine, but the fence line over there is pretty close to the beds.
Yeah.
So extending it is kind of a little bit of a conundrum, and I would like to talk to you before I start pounding in those posts.
Because it has to go like...
This section right here, we might end up putting a gate at some point so that I can come in and have access to this, but let's just leave this post in here for now and deal with it later, because the line isn't going to change. Hey girls, let's go this way.
It's not safe to stand on that. She needs a hand for somebody to carry her.
Come here, Mosh.
Her snot's just dripping.
On the way down, the snot comes out.
Everybody, don't step on the rattlesnake.
Fences are to be offset. So this is it. You see the line here? And really there's only a couple of options. You leave it where it is. You leave it where it is. You move it right here.
Gosh, it's already kind of going like this.
We can move it right here to kind of follow this area here, or we move it
Closer to what fence?
sorry, closer to the road here.
Oh, I kind of like maybe.
What do you think it is? A lemon?
It looks like a lemon, or like maybe an eye.
It's a lemon.
Can I go get the excavator?
Yep.
Okay, I'll be right back.
This is where the goat. This camera's gonna.
yummy snacks?
Budgie, ta-da!
The peanut butter? Did you see your butter, Sam? So what did you decide on?
I decided on a nice organic line right to that pole and just like this so that I can still, because like, so that people, basically we want to still dump material where those piles are.
We do?
So, you know, our neighbors can drop us off loads of material and yeah, you sound excited.
I was excited to eliminate having multiple piles everywhere.
You know me, I like multiple piles of stuff everywhere.
Because we pulled that out all the way. I just say like, let's pull this out all the way so everything is one space. Like pull this out all the way to the road, leave the ditch that you have, make it organic, make it just like how we eliminated the space back there, the weird sectioned off space. Like we're creating basically this here again, you know? And I say just make it one. I get it, if you want it for dumping, for sure, then it makes sense. Otherwise, I would say make it all one space and make it the curvy, swervy line along the driveway.
I mean, we spend a lot of time planning stuff, you know, and then changing plans. So I think now we're going to move the fence line again, but we're going to move it closer to the street here. Let's get to work.
Are you pulling it out? Are you? I like that.
I can't do it on this side.
It's going to be a miracle if we ever finish this deer fence, seriously.
Yeah.
All these distractions. I think it's going to be better with the fence closer to the street too.
Look at all this space. This is gonna be beautiful.
Yeah.
In here.
Mom, look. I'm
All right, so here is, I got all these posts laid out here. The fence is gonna run right along the road. front pocket? Thank you, love. Are you ready to go on an adventure?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I think you might this. Well, yeah, I have to try because it might take a little fun for me.
Are these strong enough to hold up those gates?
So, I mean, one would probably work for the 4-footer, though. With a 12-footer, I would use a 5-inch. Yeah, these are the 5 inches right here.
Yeah. Well.
So yeah, the top hinge is going to be just under 6 feet off the ground.
How
So
big?
the only ones that are 6-inch diameter are going to be the 8-footers, so they'd be 2 feet in the ground, 6 feet sticking out.
So that'd work for that then.
If you're fine with them sticking only 2 feet in the ground, personally, I think I'd have a bit more, but obviously we don't have longer ones.
Okay. Dang. I just want to make sure it's, you know,
Yeah.
the right size wood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if 5 inch just seems small, you know. Let's skip the concrete.
Okay.
Let's get the gates in there,
Okay.
and I gotta figure out the gate situation.
I think of that one, you might actually just be able to slide right underneath.
Are those big enough?
Yep.
Those right here?
Yeah. They are big enough.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Come on, let's keep going.
I think we got to go to the forest to find some trees that we can use.
These are big enough to work. But I want.
Looks like I have a casualty here. So the problem is this this right here used to be an old road, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get T-posts pressed into the ground with the excavator in this particular spot because it's so rocky. So I guess I gotta pound some of these in still. That was fun while it lasted. So I'm not gonna give up that easy here. I'd really like to use the excavator to put the rest of these in. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna try to go find some tools that will help me do this.
I tried fixing it.
Well then, what am I gonna do with it?
I'm making the kids drink it so you can drink it.
All right. Time for some Mexican food. So, boy oh boy, so much rock.
Yeah,
There was
I saw you
like-
pulling out all the equipment.
I bent like a bunch, or well, 2 T-posts, just destroyed them.
Oh no.
And I didn't want to just sit there and just hammer at those things the whole time, you know?
Yeah.
And
Potentially bend more of them.
bend more, plus my hands are just like dying right now
No.
from like holding the, gripping the thing.
The post.
Yeah, the post pounder. And then like earlier today when I was like pounding a post in, I just was so tired that I like lifted it up and I was pounding, and then it come off the thing, and then I came back down on it, and it just like totally just swung down into my legs and my knees. I know, Masha, and I almost fell off the back of the UTV. It was crazy.
Masha, do you want some chip? Good job, Eleanor, ordering. Half first.
Is it hot? Is it hot?
It's there.
was that?
Why are these stumps here?
These stumps are here because we're gonna hang a gate.
Well, my mom gave me a Krabby Patty.
She gave you a Krabby Patty?
Yeah.
That's cool. You think we can do it?
Yeah, but this looks like pretty good firewood.
Okay, so this drill is way too small for this thing, but we'll see if it works. Like it's stuck. Yeah, boy.
Dad, what is this red stuff here?
That's the inside of the tree. That's the meat from the tree.
Oh. It has to be for firewood.
You go inside the excavator or the UTV and get my drill? In the driver's side? Other side. Thanks, love. You can set it down right there. Go for it. goodness.
He's a big boy.
That's a big one, yeah. Out this latch situation. So I think the idea here is basically that this gate opens and then there's going to be another one of these gates over on that side, so we'll be able to pull through. But I think I'm gonna call it quits now. Call it quits for now, because this is pretty much done for now. I am seriously in the home stretch here. About to put up this deer netting, but first I have to redo my corners, because I'm going with these corner braces for the fence here, and these posts are not in the right position, the posts that I put in, so got to redo that. These posts basically are too far apart. That one is 10 feet and that one is 10 feet or 11 feet from this post, so not the right distance here for this corner post. And this corner post here is not in the right orientation here. This corner post actually has to be basically positioned the right way so that the T-posts basically go down and connect to their supports here. So basically have to twist this T-post. I'm gonna take this T-post out, put it in straight. Then I'm gonna take this T-post out, move it closer, and I'm gonna take that T-post out and move it closer. So that way, when I put this in here, like this, it'll have the right position here. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. I'm glad we have an excavator to make this process a little bit easier. Here's one corner brace. I think I feel pretty good about it. I only have 3 more to go.